Sorry, I touched the mic.
I forgive you.
So I used to be the kind of person who followed the rules. I went to NYU Tisch for acting, and so I was traversing this very conventional career as an actress, doing all the things I thought I was supposed to do. So the agents like auditioning for Crest White strip commercials all the time, and Law and Order, and etc. Like following the rules. And then I was also a yoga teacher, doing all the things I thought I was supposed to do, teaching yoga at Equinox, teaching a bunch of rich people on the Upper East Side, private yoga, etc. See, I thought that there were people out there in the world who were successful and knew all the things, and they were over here, and I was over here, and if I just followed the rules long enough, the gatekeepers of success and happiness could hand me the keys and give me permission to live the life I wanted. Now, this belief was punctured in 2017 when I walked into a bar, not entirely sober in that moment, as so many great ideas begin. I was a bar I used to work at, so the owner was obviously my old boss, and he was there and he said, "Oh my gosh, Ela, you're a yoga teacher now? You should teach me yoga. I can't even touch my toes." And then sure enough, my friends, he did. And then he said, "Oh, I guess I can do it when I'm drunk." And I said, "Let's do drunk yoga," because he was cute and I was flirting. But then I had a light bulb moment. I said, "Wait a second." I asked him, "Could I teach a yoga class in the bar with a glass of wine in hand? It'll be great. It'll be like a yoga drinking game, great for beginners. It'll be like a party, like immersive theater meets yoga." And he said yes. So I excitedly went home and put together all these like fun drinking games. Like if you lose your balance, you have to take a sip. If you mix up your left and your right, you have to say something you're grateful for. If you're the last person to put your cup on your head, you have to make up a dance move, etc. Spice Girls fueled playlists. You get the idea. Yoga party, super fun. So I excitedly went back to the bar, but then nobody came to my first class. Thank you. Or my second. Or my third. Or my fourth. I was bad at marketing. But in one last-ditch effort, I called a journalist friend who wrote for Gothamist, and I asked her if she'd write about drunk yoga. She said, sure. And so she did, and you guys, that article went internationally fucking viral, like immediately. Within the days and weeks to come, it was picked up by Refinery 29, Pop Sugar, Shape, Elle, Glamour, Daily Mail, New York Post, Forbes. I did talk shows, People TV, CBS. I got a book deal. People wanted to franchise it all over the world. They were calling me. Keep in mind, I had not yet taught a class. Because no one had come, so it was a lot of pressure. All at once. In addition to that kind of pressure, the backlash from the yoga community was a lot. As well, the yogis did not like the name Drunken Yoga together. I got a lot of hate mail, even a death threat, #namaste. And a lot of trolling on social media. They call me everything from basic selfish white woman culturally appropriating an ancient tradition to your run-of-the-mill slut, whore, cunt, bitch, to my personal favorite, alcoholic barmaid who likes to stretch. Never forgot that one. I know it's funny to talk about, but it was really hurtful because it was sort of in this lens of Eli Walker must not know anything about yoga because otherwise she would have not added wine to it. And the truth is, I was naive enough to think that like everyone would understand the nuance. Like that I wasn't actually getting people drunk and doing yoga. It was like cheeky and provocative. Like everyone who works for Virgin Hotels isn't necessarily a virgin, you know? But alas, here we were. It was very isolating to feel like the whole world, my yoga world, thought I was someone that I wasn't. And I felt very helpless because it felt like there was nothing I could do about it to change their minds or unoffend them. And I care a lot about yoga, and it seems like I just didn't mean for it to get this far, you know? And also, to boot, my acting agent, who I'd worked my entire life for, like my life's dream, right, told me that if I didn't reprioritize to acting, that she would drop me as a client. Yeah, so I had a big decision to make, like the biggest of my life. Felt like I had a small window of opportunity to still say, hey guys, just kidding, drunk yoga was just a joke, never mind, and go back to life the way that it was before, safe and sound. The truth was, if I'm honest, and I was with myself at the time, that I didn't feel like I loved my life the way that it was before. Again, I was feeling very disempowered day to day, like feeling like I was following someone else's rules of success, like crossing my fingers hoping one day somebody out there would give me permission to live the life I wanted. And also, I thought, The only reason I would say no to this call to adventure would be because I was afraid of upsetting people, and that didn't feel like a good enough reason. So I put on my big girl yoga pants, and I said, fuck it, let's do this. And so when the International Business Times called me and said, hi, are you Eli Walker, CEO of Drunk Yoga? I said, stand by, and then I Googled what CEO stood for. I didn't know what I was doing. And then I picked the phone back up and I said, yes I am. Because, well, yeah, the next 7 years were a lot, you guys. A lot of fun, a lot of lessons, not a lot of sleep. And I did achieve success. I scaled the business to several markets. The book deal was great. I made some money. But what was more important than that is that I became the kind of person who didn't ask for permission to live the life that she wanted. You guys, nobody knows what they're doing. Even the founders at the top, just figuring it out as they go. The most important thing is that you have enough self-trust to know that when you feel like you don't know what you're doing, you could just fucking Google it.